Oh my god. It actually works. Let's try Premiere. Oh my god. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. My name's Chris, and in today's video I'm going to show you how you can use the full version of Premiere on your iPad. I'm going to show you how you can use the full version of Photoshop on your iPad, and even the full version of Lightroom, InDesign, Illustrator, pretty much any Adobe product you want on your iPad. There are some caveats to this. Firstly, you need to have a PC. If you haven't got a PC, turn this video off right now. Secondly, you're going to need to be on the same Wi-Fi network as said PC. And thirdly, I would highly recommend that you use an Apple Pencil or a third-party pencil when you're trying to do this, because it makes it a hell of a lot easier. So I was sat on my sofa this evening, iPad in hand, thinking I could be working now if I could access the Premiere that's on my PC on my iPad. I could be editing photos in Lightroom if I could just access it. How can I do that? I'm not a fan of Lightroom Mobile, I'm not a fan of Premiere Rush. I wanted the full versions. And then it struck me. Why wasn't I using Microsoft Remote Desktop Client? Would it work? I tried it out, and honestly, it works really well, and I'm going to be using it from now on. Before we go any further, if you like this video, if you find it helpful, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It helps my channel out more than you can possibly imagine. Without any further ado, let's get into it. So the first thing you're going to have to do on your iPad is open up the App Store and search for Microsoft Remote Desktop, download it and open it up. The next thing you're going to have to do is add your PC by pressing this little plus button on the top left and then inputting your IP address of the PC that has Premiere or Photoshop installed on it, along with your user account details. If you don't know how to find your IP address, let's take a look at that now. All you have to do is go down to the start, in the search bar type CMD and command prompt will open, and then you just type ipconfig, and then the IPv4 address is the IP address you need to enter. Whilst you're on your PC, open up Control Panel, and in the search bar in the top right, just search for Remote Desktop. Then you want to click on Allow Remote Access to this computer and make sure the Allow Remote Connections to this computer are ticked, and then press Apply and then OK. Once you're into your remote connection, you can just open up Lightroom or Photoshop or Premiere. I've started with Lightroom, and as you can see, I can control all of the different sliders on the right hand side with my pencil. Using the pencil does make this a hell of a lot easier. If you're trying to do it with your finger, it's almost impossible, so I would definitely recommend using a pencil. As you can see, I can adjust the exposure, the contrast, the temperature. I can go to my library, I can search through all of my photos, and it's pretty quick. There is a slight delay, but nothing more than you would expect. Here's a picture of my son, George, that I took a couple of weeks ago, and I'm just going to play around with it a little bit, zoom in on it, and it works absolutely flawlessly. If you've just got time to kill and you're sat on the sofa and you know that you've got work to do on your computer, then this is a great solution. Okay, let's try Premiere. Premiere I was really impressed with. I was expecting a load of lag when I press play. I was expecting a load of delay. Would I be able to drag clips in, etc.? Honestly, it just works how you would expect. I can resize my workspace, I can click on clips, I can scrub through them to find the bit that I want, I can drag them into my timeline, I can zoom in and out of my timeline, I can do everything that I want to do. And the really nice thing is that when I press play, the audio comes back through my speakers on my iPad, and there's virtually no delay. It's perfectly usable. This works with the entire Creative Cloud suite. It works with a load more apps besides that as well. You can pretty much use any application on your computer using an iPad. Amazing. Like I said earlier, if this video helped you out, give it a like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you again really soon.